Show, we're going to be discussing about a topic that may affect a lot of youth, and that is social media burnout and the importance of sleep. But before we jump into this topic, we're going to do an icebreaker question, but more it's like would you rather type of question. So
all right, let's hear
the first one, the question is, would you rather take a spoon of peanut butter or a spoon of cinnamon?
So definitely a spoon of peanut butter, because I don't know if you remember, but I remember the cinnamon challenge.
Yeah.
Back when I was in like middle school, there was like where people would take like the spoon of cinnamon and just put it in their mouth.
Yeah.
But that's like terrible for you. Like I don't know why people did that, because that literally like I feel like you could choke to death almost with that, because you can't breathe.
Honestly, peanut butter too, you can choke.
Oh really?
Yeah, because of the thick texture. If you put like a whole spoonful of peanut butter, you know, like where is gonna be that hole to like breathe in? You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, I was in elementary school when this happened, like the cinnamon challenge and peanut butter spoonful challenge, and
Yeah.
I remember doing the cinnamon and it just like burned. I don't know why.
So you actually did it.
I actually did it before, and like cinnamon would go out of my nose, you know?
That was a bad challenge. But honestly, ever since that, I feel like there's just been worse challenges with TikTok now, where people just do
What challenges?
more worse challenges. Like I remember there's a whole challenge on TikTok where people would like be on railroad tracks for trains.
Oh.
And they would like try to avoid the train like last minute and stuff. I'm like, but there's like things like that.
I wouldn't risk my life for that.
Yeah, I wouldn't risk my life either. But like,
no.
Things have changed. Things have changed.
I remember the ice bucket challenge too, but that one was like a good cause. Do you remember why?
The ice bucket challenge?
Yeah.
That was for ASL, like people who suffer from ASL.
I remember it was for a charity, but like they would like donate after like the ice bucket challenge. After they threw out the ice water to the person.
I see.
But I also remember, I don't know if you've heard it when you were in middle school, right? But it's like you put ice in your arm and then you put salt.
Oh, I do remember that.
Did you do that challenge?
No, I never did it. But
No.
that made me cringe, because I remember a lot of my friends, they used to do that all the time. And I was like, oh my God, how can you guys do that?
Well, I was one of them.
You did all these challenges,
That's
Emily.
because like my friends introduced me to all of these, and well, you gotta do. I don't know, but I did it,
Pressured into it.
but I put salt in ice and it burned. So definitely don't recommend. Don't do it.
Don't recommend any of these challenges.
Yeah.
So it's just speaking from experience.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. But yeah, it was crazy how we do these challenges. But to be honest, I was in elementary school, so I didn't think much of it.
You're in middle school, like when there is it's not much of a difference in.
And then you just and then you notice, oh my gosh, this is dangerous, you know?
Yeah.
So don't do it. But moving on, let's talk more about social media burnout, which is something that we like do, but like we don't like consciously know that we're doing it to ourselves, but we are doing it. So first off, let's just talk more about social media before we talk about burnout. But do you, as let's just say like socially, do people like usually block people? Like, is that a common social norm to do?
So with social media now making it so much easier to get into communication with like literally people from across the world, not even just like your friends here. It's opened up, a whole world of people to talk to. But I think the one thing about social media and blocking and all that is that it leads to a lot of cyberbullying, as well as also a lot of harassment or just predatory kind of behavior.
That's so true.
Which is really scary, honestly. It's something that is still going on, and I think it's just going to continue to go on, because social media is just that powerful, you know what I mean? You can communicate with so many different people.
Yeah.
And if someone's like ever making you feel uncomfortable, then I'd block them. But there's also cases where, let's say you were going out with someone, you guys break up, then you just block the person the next day or something like that. But
Yeah. Well, do you block people?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, no, yeah. I admit I block people that I do not wish to associate with anymore. People that I've moved on from.
Yeah.
I mean, do you block people?
I do. Well, sometimes I just block people because, like, well, there is instances where, like, there's, like, creepy dudes.
Yeah.
And I have to block them because for my safety. But
yeah, absolutely.
But, yeah, it's interesting to see that there's, like, an extreme of, like, the reason why you block people. And then there's, like, not so extreme, like, you just don't want them to see your story or... you just don't want to associate with them, even though like they're nice and cool. It's just like, I don't know, just block them. But yeah, I do block people.
And what I found out a lot too is that going off of what you said about just blocking like creepy people, is that like a lot of my female friends, what sucks is that I feel like social media, since you're talking with someone through your phone or through your computer or whatever, the disconnect of like an in-person talk
is so different.
Isn't there, you know what I mean? Like you're not talking to a person, so people feel like they can kind of say whatever because they feel like there's no risk because they're not right next to the person. But that's what I feel leads to a lot of that creepy behavior from a lot of guys. And I'm sure there's some creepy girls out there too who say a whole bunch of creepy stuff to guys too. But I see it a lot more in females is what I'm saying. And
I think so too. Like, I feel like even if you're talking to someone, there's like a disconnect because you're missing so much more, like their emotions, their tone of voice. Like, you don't really know if they're being really creepy or like it's just their character. I don't know, but it's
like
so
you can't
weird.
tell if someone's being sarcastic or if someone's saying something like out of pocket. If
they're being serious or not. Like,
you only know that if you're really good friends with the person.
Right.
But if it's a complete stranger, you don't know.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. It's so weird. It's giving me flashbacks. But anyways, let's move on to, do you leave people on red? Like, there's like certain apps that, like, let's say for instance Snapchat.
That's
Snapchat
and Instagram
or
as well.
Instagram too, that like notifies people if like they leave someone on red. So do you, like, I know like for Instagram you can just like read the message and you don't have to open it completely because you get the notification what they say.
Oh yeah.
But do you purposely leave them on red?
I don't really do that, to be honest. I feel like that's I only do it like if the conversation ends.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Then I'm done. But I don't do it as a way to, because being left on red, the way I see it, is it's like a sign of like that person doesn't want to talk with you, like, or they're just ignoring you or something like that. But I have only done it when literally the conversation has ended, so there's nothing else to talk about. But there are instances where, you like, let's say you text someone that you're interested in, for example, and they leave you on red, and you're just like, you feel bad. You feel terrible about yourself because you're like, why is this person not wanting to respond to me?
Yeah.
So then you send them another text and then they leave you on red again.
Oh my gosh.
What the heck?
That's more worse.
Yeah.
But
that's an issue.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's still something that can affect people mentally for sure.
Yeah, that's so true. Like, I feel like for us youth, we like we overthink so much stuff. Like, just like leaving people on red, like people may like be very like serious about it and like it can hurt them like mentally, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can go to the extreme of like feeling like no one likes them because someone left them on red. So I'm hoping you guys don't take the too extreme. If someone like leaves you on red, just like move on, because like there's so much people that you can like get to know, talk to. So yeah, it's not worth it to do that. But yeah, I do the same thing. Like, I leave on people on red if like there's nothing else to talk about, but to be honest, I'm a dry texter, so
that's the other thing is dry texting. Like, again, if you're texting someone and they're just not giving you like, let's say you give a really long response and they respond to you with like a really short response, then you're like, wow, this person does not care about me.
No, I truly care about people. It's just that like I feel like I feel more energy when I talk to someone in person, you know?
I'm the same.
And on text, it's just like I'm doing my stuff and then I'm taking time of my day to like text someone. Like, it's like like interrupts my vibe, if that makes sense. So like I prefer like meeting someone in front. Like I enjoy it better like that.
And it's hard for me to really text people a lot, at least during the weekdays, because currently I'm just really busy with work all the time. And I know it's the same with a lot of students as well. You know, when you're in class, when you're moving from class to class, it's like you can barely look at your phone. You're just like looking for the time, checking you got a message, and you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't respond on time or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I suck at texting. Like I literally like it takes me so long to like respond back. So it just depends on the person, how their day is, and yeah, don't take
it too personally.
Too personally.
Yeah,
that's the word. Because personally for me, I care about like a lot of people. So like just because like I don't text you like in a day or two, like doesn't mean I like you. You know, like. I still like appreciate like friendship and stuff like that.
Well, how do you feel? I don't know if you've had this experience before, but how do you feel about like people who text you when you haven't talked to them in like 2 years? Or
2 years?
Like
I honestly
to you? Like someone that texted you all of a sudden after a really long time.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I personally am a person who loves to catch up with other people. So I love like talking to them, like but like in person again. Yeah.
But for you, like, do you feel that when they text you, like this person that you haven't talked to in a long time, does it feel like, wow, like they're now checking up on me? Like, does that go through your head? Like, oh, like now like, why is this, why didn't this person reach out like more consistently to me or something like that? You know, I don't know.
I don't take it too personally like that. Like I
know some people do.
Yeah, I see that. But I personally just like, oh, it's cool that they're checking on me, because I do the same thing. Like I check up on people, seeing how they're doing, or yeah, it's just like everyone has different stages in life, and so like I think Santi said this before, where like you have certain friends in certain stages where they're gonna be there with you, but then there's certain stages where they grow into a different like route, and you go to a different route too. So it's just like it depends like how like each one stage is going through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I got you.
But yeah, what about you? Seems like
yeah. I mean, for me, I think it's fine. I think it depends on the person.
That
you know
too.
What I mean, it depends on who the person is. Like, if it's someone that I like let's for example, I was good friends with in high school, and then they decided to hit me up like 2 years after high school, but they never really wanted to talk after high school, then I'll feel a little weird about it. But if it's someone that was like a colleague, like someone maybe, again, like a middle school friend or something that I literally haven't talked to since middle school, and they reach out, then I'm like, oh yeah, like I want to know how you are. Let's catch up or something. So it does depend on the situation.
Depends on the vibe. The person.
The vibe and the past history that you've had with that individual.
That's true. But moving on, so how much do you spend on your social media? Because you said that you're very busy with work. So
I am, but I also after work I like check social media all the time
But you don't answer your friends? I'm kidding.
Well, after work, yeah. But also the thing about social media for me is that I use it to like stay in contact with my close friends and stuff, but I also use it for memes. Like I'm just always sending like that's kind of like a big thing that my friends and I.
Yeah.
I know a lot of friends do this too, where they just send each other memes.
Yeah.
All the time, and that's what I do too. So
I used to do that in high school, but then I got no time for searching for memes. But it sounds fun to like make your friends laugh and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's cool to like share something funny, and then later you guys bring it up in conversation.
Oh yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, I remember that meme I sent you, and like, it creates like a fun dynamic. So
I see that. But for me, I say like social media is like a trap of attention for me, because there's sometimes like I get back home like earlier than expected. Like let's say I usually come back home like late at night, and then but like there's some days that I finish my work and am able to go home early.
Yeah.
And instead of like catching up with new homework or cooking or cleaning, I just lay in bed, and then I just like go through TikTok or Instagram, and it just takes my time. And then
I feel like certain apps are more addicting than others. Huh?
Yes,
like TikTok, for example, is like the big addicted one. I never really got it. I like understand the short form video, right? TikTok. I just never really like TikTok's like interface. That's
What
why
do you
I never
mean?
really like the way that the app runs. Like I think it's very
Like scrolling it down?
just the way like searching for users, like finding your For You page.
Oh.
I just think it all feels kind of wonky to me. So that's why I like
Interesting.
YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels better, because that I especially YouTube Shorts, because that's the thing. I know YouTube isn't really like I mean, it kind of is a social media, but it's more like a creative content. Like,
Yeah.
but like I feel like the algorithm for YouTube Shorts, I don't know, like that's what I spend a lot of time on, is just watching.
Interesting.
But it's the same thing. It's the same thing as
Yeah.
TikTok, because it's short form video. And
I feel like
yeah,
TikTok really knows my like they have really
Yeah.
good algorithm, because I feel like they pick up what I'm saying on my phone, and then it just like shows up on like these TikTok videos. And I don't know, sometimes it makes me feel delusional, like of what I'm thinking, you know.
yeah.
But yeah, I would say I normally take like 2 hours, which is a lot per day.
Do you get so on? I know you. I think on iPhones, maybe on Samsungs as well. I'm not sure, but on every Sunday, do you get a report
Yes.
from your phone
yes.
that says how much?
Wait,
time
but my report is 4 hours, so I think I'm good. 4 hours a week.
I don't know what mine is, to be honest. But
Okay.
it's I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Honestly,
But that's cool.
yeah. I've been like noticing that like I've been focusing so much on my schoolwork that like I like when I have time, like yesterday I had time to sleep in early or like go on Netflix and watch a show. But then I was like, no, I want my sleep. I'm gonna just go to sleep, because I don't know. I personally really enjoy my sleep now, compared to like a few years ago where I just like watch like Netflix or YouTube and like stay up till like 3 a.m. But that's not me anymore. So I see that that's an improvement. So
That's good. Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Do you normally like before sleep you go on your phone?
Yes, I do. And honestly, it's
I think
a
you
trap.
admitted that
But
on
yeah,
our
I think
team meeting.
that's-
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's honestly a trap, because like you're trying to fall asleep, so you just go on your phone and you just go. That's why I like ASMR so much. It's because it's something that you can literally find on all social media platforms now. Like you search up TikTok ASMR and you'll find TikToks of ASMR videos. You know what I
That
mean?
is so true.
But on YouTube, I like more long form content for ASMR, because it's something I want to leave in the background. And that's the other thing that's really unhealthy, and it's
So
just
you
a bad
listen?
habit of mine is listening to ASMR, sure, or listening to I like listening to like video essays.
Have you heard of white noise?
Yes, but
White
I don't know. I
don't
doesn't
like
really
it?
do it for me. Yeah.
White noise. There's another one. There's like different ones, but I've tried white noise. And I listen to that like sometimes when
Does it like just relax you, or what?
you know, if I say this, you might think it's weird, but it kind of reminds me of a baby inside their womb when they're like sleeping. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think I
Like
know what
white
you're trying
noise
to
is
say.
just like background noise. Like it's not like traffic noise. It's just
background noise. Yeah.
So that's what it reminds me of. But for me, it helps me out because it just blacks out blocks out like any type of other noise that I'm focusing on. So that's why I listen to white
I
noise.
see.
But ASMR, like for me, like it's just makes me feel different. I don't know, I don't know. It's just like
In a
the
good way or in a bad way?
I don't know.
You don't know. It just makes you feel like something. Like
I feel like someone's
Yeah.
like right next to my ear
Yeah.
whispering.
Yeah.
So then I don't feel comfortable sleeping. So
Well, do you know? Back to talking about like how much time we spend on social media. Do you know
Yeah.
how long?
yeah, I
people
was
spend
gonna
on
go
average?
over that, but then I got carried away
No,
with
it's all good. I was
sleep.
wondering.
But yes, it's 2 hours and 27 minutes a day. But this was in 2022, so
I mean, that was just a year ago. TikTok was
Yeah.
already around during that time. I feel like TikTok definitely helped influence how much people spend time on their phone. Because that's a game changer. Like
That is
short-term
true.
content like that, it's such a game changer. Because people's like
but so bad.
attention spans.
Yeah, the attention span is so like small now, and it's hard for people to like start like listening at least for me, like I've noticed that students, it's so hard for them to like watch an hour lecture online because on TikTok it's just 30 seconds like online, you know.
And people are used to looking at screens now. You're right, because we were all through Zoom throughout the pandemic. We were all on Zoom on our computers staring at these screens, and I hated that. I hated having to look at, like, at first I was like, oh yeah, I don't have to go to class, I can just be in bed.
Yeah.
But then it creates a very unhealthy cycle.
Oh yeah, for sure. I remember like being on my bed and then opening up to Zoom, and it just did not feel right. Like I felt trash. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it was.
It made me feel lazy.
Yeah, for sure. Like
super lazy.
yeah, like a potato bag.
Absolutely.
I don't know, but yeah, it was just awful. But
I do not miss that.
so now that we like mentioned some apps, I think you already know the answer. But what's the fastest growing social media platform?
It's got to be TikTok.
Gotta be TikTok. Yeah, it's TikTok. That's something. It's like the growth rate is really, really far than like other social media platforms.
So the interesting thing about TikTok is that when I was growing up, throughout middle school and like early high school, I remember it used to be called Musically or musical dot.
Oh yeah, Musically.
Because Musically turned into TikTok.
Oh my gosh! Sorry, wait.
Yeah, so-
Musically goes way back.
Yeah,
and Vine.
And Vine.
Vine was.
we missed Vine, but
Yeah.
Vine helped set.
Musically?
No. Vine helped set up the fact that people like enjoyed short videos like that, because Vine videos were only 7 seconds long.
Yeah.
So it's like people were eating those stuff up. Like they were videos, like so many iconic Vine videos, that TikTok has just taken literally the best elements of Musically, the best elements of Vine, and turned it into this.
Yeah. Wow. I think I was in middle school or in elementary school when Vine happened, so I don't know much about it.
That's so crazy. Yeah, because I was in high school when Vine was popping off, like really popping off. Yeah, like the 9+10 kid. You remember the 9+10 kid?
No.
The 9
I already
plus 10
know.
Equals 21.
Huh?
The 9+10 equals 21. You don't remember?
No.
That? Okay.
I don't know that one.
But yeah.
But I do know that Cameron Diaz.
I've heard of that guy.
He was popular in Vine. Nail.
Oh, that's the one thing is I don't know all the creator names for Vines.
Yeah, but
I know
Vine
there's
some
videos. Yeah. But
yeah, they are the ones who like really were popular in Vine, and then Musically, like this was in middle school that I remember like people would be like moving their cameras and doing like.
It was early TikTok. That was straight up early TikTok.
And they would do like hand motions and
everything. Yep.
Do everything like that. And I remember that. So that's interesting to go back and reflect. But let's move on to how you feel about social media. Do you feel more happy, like seeing like the certain content that you see, or do you feel more sad?
Honestly, there was a period of time, I think, where I just kind of hated social media because I was very lonely. I felt very lonely during my first 2 years of college. Like I had my friends and everything, but also like it wasn't helping my case just seeing a lot of people like partying or people like...
Would you go to parties?
And stuff. No, I didn't really go to that many parties my first 2 years in college. Like I said, I'm more of an introverted kind of guy, so I don't really like. I'm not the kind of guy to go to parties and stuff, to be honest. Unless it's with really close friends. If it's with close friends, then yeah, we're gonna have a party for sure. But like, I wouldn't go to like some frat party or some crap like that. You know what I mean? Like that's just not my vibe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there was a period of time where I was just like, and I was cutting off a lot of friends because they were just not putting effort into like our friendships and stuff, and I just was giving too much emotional energy to people that weren't giving it back. So I did that, and that kind of led me to just get off social media. I took a break from social media actually for like two or 3 months, I remember.
Wow.
Because I had a breaking point where I was like, I can't do this. Like I literally cannot be on Instagram. I can't be on Snapchat. I'm done with this. So I took a good break for 2 months, and it felt great. I actually felt really good. And I know there's a lot of people that do that too from time to time. I have a friend who I think took a whole year off social media.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then he came back and he was like, all right, now I'm ready to go back. But like that 1 year was actually not bad. And I'm like, yeah. But Now, as I've grown older and I know my friend group now, and I know just, what myself more, I've discovered myself more and what I like. I'm neutral with social media now. Like I don't feel super excited about it, and I don't feel super sad about it either. So yeah, I think that's just something that I learned as I grew up.
Yeah, I would say that it depends. Like, depends on the content that you like listen or watch. Like for me, like Netflix series, like they can like make me happy, but then it's just for a certain amount of time, and then when you like leave and do your work, like you feel the difference where you're happy and then when you're not. But there's also like certain series that like make you sad and you just cry. So like I feel like it just depends, but I think it really does. Social media does really take a toll in your mental health. I feel like also like music can also like affect how you feel, because there's like certain days like where you can be happy but you listen to sad music and it makes you sad.
Yeah.
So yeah, just remember to like keep a balance and don't make social media control you, for sure.
Yeah.
But moving on to the next question is okay, this one kind of connects to what we were just saying, but does it influence your decisions in your career?
Yeah, because then I see other people that are doing. I see it as I think especially for content creators, when they see other content creators doing something, they're like, I can do that, and I can do that better. You know what I mean? So it like motivates people to like create new content, start creating new innovations in certain, content creation. So yeah, I do see it as a way to help decide like where I want to take my career, or like inspire me. Both inspire me and also fire me up to be like, you know what, I can be just like that too.
Yeah. I totally agree. Like I've seen people even post about it like on TikTok, that they like saw a TikTok and it inspired them to be like a surgical tech or certain positions that they didn't even know existed. And that's kind of like a positive thing in social media, that you can see like certain stuff that you didn't know. Like there's also like a trend about transparency of like your salary, and people are like claiming for like a better raise and stuff like that because they know like they're being underpaid.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's just a lot that comes with social media. So yeah. And then another one is, does it make you more egocentric? Like, does it?
Absolutely. I think people get a boost, like a serotonin boost, whenever they get likes on their photos. And it also leads as to why so many people on Instagram, for example, like post only happy moments in their Instagram, and everyone wants to kind of show themselves to see like, this is my perfect life. Look at how perfect my life is. When in reality, they didn't live perfect lives. You know what I mean?
I feel like you're talking about. No, I feel like you're just. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
I mean, it's all. I see it all as a facade.
Everyone's doing it.
I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Everyone. I know that everyone has that same kind of shared feeling, that we're all kind of doing this to show that we're doing all right. But in reality, we're going through a lot.
Yeah, life is hard. So like, and it's like, not a lot of people post about it, like how hard like their life goes. But yeah, I would say the same thing, because like you constantly post about yourself, so like you're showing about what you do and stuff like that. But there's people who post about like other people and they record, like videographers, like they take pictures of nature, and that's something different. But yeah, I totally see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all for the social media burnout type of topic for this half of the show. But we'll take a break right now and we'll play a song by Ismael Lara, which is called I think it's Walking Stars. Yeah, Walking Stars, and we'll be right back.
With you by my side. Yeah. In the whip, thinking of your smile and your perfect laugh. I know you're still alive, cause I feel presence next to me with you by my side. I'm indestructible, more powerful. I'm gonna make you proud, saying I don't wanna one south. Fast tracking through the Golden Gate, trying to get home a bye. I know everything's gonna be alright. Cause last week I seen you in my dream, and you said it's ain't bye. You said don't shed no more tears. I just want you to know these sparkling tears contain core memories and spark the projection from the fondest memories of my life. Each tear's a flashback. Each tear runs down my face like a half bag. I celebrate them. This path I was meant for. Pain and lessons, gifts from the heavens, no longer question. They strain my bond, my sons, so we don't commit the same mistakes in the streets cold game. To transform darks to light, we meant for. To help others spark they shine, I was made for. I am king, gradual unconditional love is what evolved my wings. This is how I flew out of eternal purgatory. Changing my paths to aviate your fly patterns. Move through the cosmos like the Green Lantern. With you by my side, I'm afraid to fly. With you by my side, I feel the urgency to truly live life. With you by my side, I understand we don't ever really die. We walk in stars destined to rise. We rise.
Welcome back. That was Ismael Lara from Walking Stars, and we hope you guys enjoy that music from Ismael. But moving on, we're going to talk about some announcements that we have. So next week we have an exciting event. It's called Open Mic, and it's next Friday, February 24th from 6 to 8 p.m. This will be at the Multicultural Center of Marin, which is located at 709 5th Avenue, San Rafael, 94901. All the performances are welcome, such as slam poetry, music, comedy, and etc. There will be free pizza, which sounds really good. Is there going to be cheese pizza?
Yeah, of course. We're going to have all sorts of pizza. So
good.
I'm actually helping setting that up. So, yeah, if you have any questions.
You'll see him.
Yeah, you'll see me.
So
you'll see the whole... Will you be able to make it?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, so the whole Tate team's going to be there.
Yeah, so if you want to meet us after the show next Friday, that would be cool.
Yeah, and we're going to turn it into a monthly thing. So at the end of the last Friday of every month, we will be hosting an open mic. So I'm really excited. Ismael's also going to be helping out with setting it up as well. He's bringing in some of his he's bringing in his support as well.
Yeah.
So you get to hear Ismael there.
Yeah, and also people can sign up to perform, right?
Yeah, so we'll put the link to sign up in the chat, as well as you can just DM us on Tay Radio if you're interested in performing. But honestly, you can. It's also fine to just walk in, come in at 6, and just say like you want to perform, and just put yourself on a list, because we'll have like a list ready. It'll be very free form, so it doesn't have to be super formal. It's an open mic. Yeah. So, yeah.
Anything else on that you wanted to say?
And speaking of Ismael, I also wanted to mention that he came out with his first podcast episode, which actually helped record and edit for him. So, nice. So please go check that out. He did a really great job. His first episode is about like never giving up on your dreams. So for those listening, you can find it on YouTube at Evolving Wings. But I will also put the link to that video in the chat.
Okay.
So yeah.
And if you're a youth who is looking for something to do to be more involved in the community, there is a meeting called the Canal Community Resilience Council that's looking for youth voices. This is a community group that meets at 5:30 p.m. on the third Wednesday of every month to discuss issues that residents face, with focus on environmental justice, climate change, and the challenges that come with that. And the meetings have explored issues such as water quality, sea level rise, public health, housing, food security, emergency preparedness, waste management, and so much more. And they build advocacy skills and give voices to those who may not be heard. So if you want to learn more about how to be more involved, you can contact Marco. We'll have his contacts in the comments on Facebook and YouTube, so you guys can check that out. And there is a Listos California. There's a State of California's Emergency Preparedness Campaign, and it's listo means ready in Spanish, if you don't know, but you can find 5 easy steps to prepare for any natural disaster at their website. So Listos California is the campaign, and you can text Listo CA to 72345 to receive tips in English or Spanish on how to prepare for natural disasters. And you'll receive 1 tip per day at the time of your choice over the course of 1 week. So if you have any questions or like you need more advice about how to prepare for any natural disasters, you can text at Listo CA to 72345. And that's all for the announcements. We will make sure to link all the stuff in the comments. So make sure to check that out. And now we can move on to the importance of sleep. We said that social media really is involved in our lives, and there's times where like I personally too, like I like before going to sleep I go on TikTok and just scroll until I'm tired and go to sleep. It's like I feel like a lot of
addicted and like, I don't want to stop, this is great.
No, it's like a kind of habit that I want to like break off for sure. But yeah, so moving on, let's talk about like how many hours do you normally sleep, and if you have a sleeping schedule.
So for me personally, I do try to get at least 6 hours of sleep because I think that's the recommended.
Really, 6 hours?
Is that the recommended? I think so, right?
For adults, I think 18 under, it's like 8 hours or 21.
Oh, really?
Under 21, 8 hours. And then older than that is 6 hours.
Okay. Well, I'm going for 6 hours.
6 hours?
Because, usually, I try to get 8 hours of sleep. But the thing is, like, I have a very complicated relationship with sleep because, like, I fall asleep, but then I wake up in the middle of the night.
Oh, that happens to me sometimes.
Yeah, it just sucks because then I wake up and then I don't...
Wait, what time do you wake up?
3 or 4.
No way.
Yeah.
I wake up at 3 a.m. And you know what they've been saying about 3 a.m.?
Oh, what?
Like, it's the time of the brujos or the brujas. Have you heard
really? I think I vaguely remember.
Like the witch hour or something like that. And I'm just like, that's so spooky. Like, why am I waking up at 3 a.m.?
Wow, yeah,
Isn't that weird?
It is weird. And then I know what some people do as well is that they drink water right before they go to sleep. So that, like, the water wakes them up.
Oh, to go to the bathroom?
To go to the bathroom, yeah.
Yeah, I think I've done that before when I was little.
I hate that. I don't like doing that.
You hate waking up to go to the bathroom?
I hate waking up to go to the bathroom.
Me too, but you just gotta do what you gotta do. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm like, my bed is so comfortable, but I don't want to get up.
Yeah, no, I personally struggle when it's like so cold and I have to get up because like my bed sheets are so warm. Like that's what I hate, like waking up early and leaving my warm bed. But I personally try to sleep 8 hours. But sometimes like I can't do that. Sometimes I sleep 6 hours because of school. But since I commute, like I really try to sleep 8 hours because
you have a long day.
I don't like driving when I'm like sleep deprived.
Yeah.
Because that's dangerous. So that's what I try to do, sleep 8 hours. And I do have a sleeping schedule, but sometimes it's like off by a bit.
And I gotta start getting better sleep too, because I'll be honest, I don't have a good sleep schedule. I don't, because it's just bad. And I need to get better at it because I'm starting to work out again, and part of working out is getting sleep. Like you need your muscles to relax, you need your muscles to recover. So sleep is like a huge thing when working out and exercising. So that's something that I need to improve on. But it's just What time do you normally go to sleep? I try to go to sleep by 10.
That's a good...
10, but sometimes it stretches out to 11.
11, yeah. I would say the same. I usually sleep by 10 or 10 and then wake up either at 4 a.m. or 6 is the latest.
It depends on when you're supposed to wake up too.
Yeah.
I feel like if you, so it's talking like 8 hours of sleep, right? Then if you sleep at like 11 and get up at like 7... I think that's 8 hours. I don't know. I'm pretty dumb at math. So
10.
It's probably around that time. But anyways,
sorry.
The point is like you're trying to sort everything out so that when you go to sleep, you're getting as much sleep as you can while also waking up right on time.
I usually my body knows if I'm sleeping more than 8 hours. Like I won't even have my alarm, but I'll wake up after 8 hours and then I'll see the time. I'm like, oh, it's time to get up. That's like my body gets adjusted to like my sleeping hours.
Yeah.
And also when I went to Guatemala, the sleeping schedule was so bad, but I still
you're ahead of time.
Yeah, it's like 2 hours.
Your sleep clock or your body clock?
Yeah, I don't know. Like people were waking up 4 a.m. And at that time here it's like 2 a.m. So like my sleeping schedule was so bad. I only slept like 6 hours each day. And I don't know how I made it through, but I made it through.
You're sleeping only 4 hours? Or how many?
Like 4 or 6 hours.
You woke up at 4 a.m.?
Yeah, 4 a.m.
Dang.
Or 5 a.m.
Early over there.
Yeah, no, everyone sleeps in early and then wakes up really early.
Oh, I see.
So, yeah, but I definitely enjoyed it. I don't have any regrets not sleeping that much. But, yeah, I do have a night routine. So yeah, that's basically my night routine, 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. till 6 a.m. But I definitely recommend having a sleep schedule because like it just helps you sleep better. Have you heard of that?
Like recording your sleeps?
No, like having a sleeping schedule, like having a set time to sleep and wake up.
And keep it consistent.
Yeah, it helps with your body and your body knows it. So like it gets adjusted to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so much better to have a sleeping schedule. But
I feel like a lot of the reason like we're even really bringing this up right now is because I feel like a lot of high schoolers and college students
sleep so late.
Struggle with sleep because you're trying to get your work done, you're trying to study. Because I think that's what really started my really terrible sleep schedule was college because I had so much things I needed to get done. I was shuffling through both homework and a job, you know what I mean? So that's like a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
And for me, like I just simply didn't have all the time to work on homework. So I had to save it till night or in the morning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for me, I'm a person who like cannot concentrate at night. Like I get stressed out at night. Like I feel like my brain gets fried up because I'm like, oh, I need to do this, and sometimes like I stress out so much that I can't even like focus on my homework and stuff like that. So I'm a person who like sleeps in and then wakes up early to do the homework because I'm already rested and then like I have a fresh mind to do my homework.
With your homework.
So that's why I have my sleeping schedule like that. But I know a lot of people who are like night people who like focus more at night. So it just depends on like how you feel. So
I could never really do something like that because like I just hate waking up in the mornings.
I love waking up in the morning.
I
love waking up in the morning. You hear the birds chirping. I don't know what you're talking about.
I can't. I just do not want to wake up because that's the thing about like
it's discipline. Come on,
it is discipline, but also like when you're trying to fall asleep, your bed feels like a pile of rocks where it just does not feel very comfortable when you're trying to go to sleep. But then when you wake up, it feels super comfortable.
Yeah.
I hate that feeling.
I don't know. I still love it. So, yeah. But when you go to sleep, do you normally have dreams like right now?
Oh yeah, I dream all the time. Really weird dreams sometimes. But yeah.
That's interesting. I don't normally have.
You don't dream all that much, really?
I feel like if I watch a show, I feel like I would dream something related to it.
Yeah.
But since I usually, I'm on TikTok, but like usually I don't I don't see series now, so I don't dream that much. I just go to sleep.
Interesting because like the way it works is that it takes literally like every person that you see in a dream you've seen at some point in your life.
Really?
They're not just random. No, because your brain takes kind of like a snapshot or has that memory of that person. So let's say, for example,
That's why I have deja vu and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, that can happen, exactly. Because like, let's say it could be a stranger too, though. Like if you're walking on the street, for an example, you just like look at someone real quick and then leave. Next thing you know, in like a dream in like 2 years, that person just randomly shows up and you're like, who is this person?
That's crazy.
But then you're like, oh, it was a stranger that I saw literally like 2 years ago or something, you know? Like it's just, dreams are very interesting because it can lead to a lot of like I don't know. I've had some pretty intense dreams where like I can fly, or like
What?
yeah, I can fly.
What? I've
Or, like,
never dreamed of that.
really?
No.
Or like I've had
What?
dreams where I can what is it? I
That's so weird.
I feel like I teleport like as in
Really?
like let's say I'm at a school.
I don't know what type of series are you watching.
Yeah. Well, no, it just kind of happens. I don't even have to watch anything to trigger a dream. Like it just happens.
You know what I dreamed of falling down a building and like feeling
Jesus.
that I'm falling down.
Oh, I hate that feeling.
And then you just
happens
wake
sometimes.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that feeling does happen sometimes. Yeah.
It's
or also,
so weird.
when you're trying to go to sleep, sometimes you feel like you're about to fall. Have you ever had that feeling? Where
yeah.
like a fake fall, like, and you like your heart rapidly.
Yeah, no. There was times, well, when I was little, like I would go to sleep and then I feel like, yeah, fake fall, and I would literally jump out of my bed and then wake up, and then my sisters would look at me and they're like, "Are you okay?" Like they probably thought I was possessed, but I just felt like I was falling down. So
it looks like the main cause for that kind of for you to have like that fake fall thing is because it's like when your muscles are relaxing, the brain kind of gets confused about it. So for a minute, it thinks that you're falling because your muscles are relaxing or something. Like your muscles feel a little less engaged, and then that's what causes your brain to then like make your muscles super tense, which in a way is like catching yourself before falling down. So you know how you get tense right before you fall because you're trying to catch yourself.
Yeah.
It emits that like same feeling.
yeah, I remember this one guy said that if you dream about that, like it means like you have a good luck. You have good luck for today or something like that.
So do you believe in that stuff, like dreams having meaning, like real meanings?
In some way, yes. But it just depends on the dream and how you like interpret the dream. What about you?
I think, I don't know. I feel that for me, yeah, I feel like dreams can definitely like
It's like subconsciously telling you something.
Yeah, or it's just like something that you've had on your mind.
Yeah,
and
that's
that
true.
you
Like
just
you're
play
stressing out or
yeah,
something.
stressing out about.
That is so true.
Very
It's like-
therapeutic in a way.
Like dreams?
Yeah.
Like in a good way or a bad
It
way?
could be a good or bad way.
That's true.
Yeah, because there's nightmares. Can't forget about
Oh
nightmares.
yeah, nightmares.
Yeah,
I hate nightmares.
nightmares suck.
I normally don't have them. It's just a few times.
Yeah, most nightmares for me are less like me getting like hurt or something, and it's more like having
Like-
people that I know.
Yes,
Die.
exactly,
It's like,
exactly.
Jesus.
That
You know
is
what I
so
mean?
true.
It's horrible. Those are
why?
the worst nightmares. Is like seeing someone that you love like die or something,
Yeah.
and you're just like, what the heck? Like, what the hell? And you don't know if it's like real or not. Because honestly, sometimes when you're in dreams, it feels super real.
I've never had that instance where I felt like it was real. I don't know. There's like certain like I think there's a name for it, but people like can't get out of their dream. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, I usually try. I just like close my eyes multiple times when I'm done with it.
Really?
And I wake up.
That's so weird.
I never feel like I can't get out of a dream, but it takes me a while to realize that I'm in a dream. So that's why I don't do it earlier. Like I don't blink out of the dream. Or if the dream is nice, then I'll just keep going. I'll just roll with the flow. I'll be like, this is a nice dream.
That's a
I
nice
hope this never
dream.
ends. Yeah.
That is interesting. I just know that I'm dreaming and I just keep going. I keep dreaming. Like I don't know. But since you said that you sleep only 6 hours, have you slept more than that? Like more than 8 hours?
Yeah, the funny story is like, yeah, I've definitely slept like 8 hours and it feels good. Like especially like for the weekends, you know, when I don't have work the next day or something. Like I definitely go to sleep later if I don't have work. But it's also because I get to sleep in. You
That's
know,
good.
I have no responsibility, so I just
So, but do you sleep more than 8 hours? Like
Usually?
10 hours, 12 hours?
Oh no.
No, like
Can't
you don't
that
sleep.
long. No.
You don't wake up the next day?
That brings up the other question: is like, are you like a nap person? Do you like taking naps throughout the
Me?
day?
I used to be a nap person, but now I'm not. Like I don't have time to nap.
I can't do naps because it makes me just want to fall asleep for the rest of the day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like Saturday after church, I usually take a nap. But if I take a nap, like it makes me so tired that I just sleep in the whole day.
I see.
So it's a bad thing for me. But yeah, do you feel tired after like sleeping more than 8 hours?
Yes, I do.
Me too.
It's weird because you would expect after sleeping for 8 hours that you would feel all
energized.
refreshed, and energized. But no, that's why I hate waking. It's also because I don't like waking up in the mornings.
Yeah, I see. No, but it's so weird that like you feel tired. You feel like, I don't know if groggy is the word. Do you know what's groggy means?
Yeah, I think I know what you mean. Like just that weird feeling that you feel when you wake up and you don't feel like you slept very well.
Yeah, but we were talking recently about like going out, like working out and stuff like that. Yeah. Do you normally work out at night or in the morning?
I work out. It depends on the day and my work schedule. My workouts are pretty much catered towards my work schedule. Oh, okay. So, for example, like I go work out in the evenings during work days, so weekdays, and like on Saturdays and Sundays, I usually like to go in the mornings because there's less people in the mornings, and it's just more chill. I don't know. I feel like I can just be there for as long as I want without stressing out about other things. I don't know.
You know, I've been hearing like contradictions about working out early in the morning or working out in the day. I mean, working out at night, because at least for me, when I work out, I feel energized, but I also feel relaxed. And a lot of people are saying that like to not work out at night because you're going to be like awake and you won't be able to sleep that well. But like,
I see. Yeah, but like, that's true though, because when I'm working out, I do feel like I get a burst of energy all of a sudden, like that I didn't know I had throughout the day. But that's why it's good for de-stressing.
But you know, like I feel like it's contradicting too, because like after you take a shower after working out, like and you go to bed, like you feel relaxed. So I don't know. I feel like there's pros and cons to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, there's pros and cons to everything.
Okay, we only have 10 minutes, but I wanted to talk about your caffeine experience, like how that affected you, because you asked me about like sleeping advice and stuff because you weren't sleeping that well. Do you want to say your story about that?
Well, it's just because I was never really a caffeine person up until college. At college, I had to wake up super early, and I had a lot of tests I had to do in the morning, and I just simply did not have. And since I was working on assignments all night, I didn't have like backup energy for myself at all. Like I could only get as much sleep as I really could, and so that's why I fell into caffeine, because caffeine made me feel all good and hyped and like ready to like take on like anything, you know. So and it's a good feeling, but after a while I realized like this isn't healthy. It's not healthy to do. But so many college students drink caffeine, like coffee, energy drinks, all that
tea.
stuff.
Tea has caffeine.
Yeah, tea has caffeine, and like college really kind of like made my caffeine addiction become a thing. But now I just kind of drink caffeine every now and then. There was a period of time when I was in this job and I was like, okay, I'll just drink this energy drink just, you know, to make me feel all right. Because it's an addiction. It's a drug. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. Caffeine is a drug.
So it like makes you feel good, but also the crash is just horrible. And I could not muster up having another crash anymore. So I took a nice long break from it. But yeah, no, for me, like caffeine really amps me up. And one thing, like it depends, like the different kinds of energy drinks that are out there. There's so many now. There's so many energy drinks.
There is.
A lot of them are like advertising 0 calories.
I didn't even know Red Bull was an energy drink.
Really? You never knew that?
No, I thought it was like an alcohol type of drink.
Oh, what? No.
Yeah, when I was little, I was like, no, I don't want Red Bull, because they would like offer me when I was little.
Well, you shouldn't be drinking it.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, I never understand why some parents choose to introduce caffeine at a very young age. That's not okay, because kids already have a lot of energy.
Yeah.
They don't need supplemental energy.
Yeah, I remember there was like one kid who would bring coffee, and this adult was like, wait, your parents are letting you drink coffee already? And in my head, I'm just like, why is she saying that? Because as Latinos, we always drink coffee in the morning with pan dulce. Yeah. So I was like so confused. And then later I realized it's because of the caffeine that is in the coffee.
Yeah.
But it's pretty bad introducing caffeine. But there is coffee decaffeinated.
And in Latino culture, it's like you're saying, it's super common to drink coffee in the morning. And eat it with like some pan or some bread. And it just creates, again, that's just a very unhealthy thing that we just, you know, have and introduced to kids at a very young age, unfortunately.
Yeah. I feel like it disrupts your sleep schedule too. Like if you drink a lot of caffeine, like for me, sometimes I drink what is it called? The acai lemonade from Starbucks.
Acai, strawberry acai.
The strawberry, refresher.
Yeah.
And when I drink one of those, like I feel the caffeine and I can't sleep like that night.
Yeah, no.
And it's just horrible, horrible to like to drink that and sleep.
So
like,
actually, I used to work at Starbucks.
Yeah.
And I remember, we'd go through so many drinks. And I just kind of drank coffee, but just because I like the taste of it in the morning.
I don't like coffee. Like it's too bitter for me.
Yeah, no. I mean, I would put it with like some milk or something, but but out of all the drinks at Starbucks, and I've tried all of them since I've worked there. No longer work there anymore, and I don't miss that place at all. Starbucks sucks. That's all I gotta say. It's to go work at. Anyways, out of all the drinks, the most popular ones were definitely the Frappuccinos and the refreshers.
Frappuccinos, the iced ones?
Yeah, the iced Frappuccinos and the acai ones. And even though the Frappuccinos have a ton of sugar and a ton of caffeine in them, they never really made me feel like hyped up or anything. The only ones that made me feel like somewhat like whoa are the strawberry acai refreshers.
Yeah.
There's something in those refreshers, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's kind of dangerous now that you're saying
cold
that.
Brew. I've tried cold brew too, and never did anything for me. But acai, like even like a grande acai, like I drink that and I feel like whoa.
Yeah, that's so true.
I don't know what they put in there, but
maybe I shouldn't be drinking these type of. Maybe it has too much sugar or something.
Yeah, same thing with like yerba mates.
Oh
yerba
yeah,
mates screw me up pretty bad too. But I haven't had a yerba mate in a really long time because it has too much sugar. That's why I've been leaning more. If I do take energy drinks, I lean more towards the zero sugar ones, which I know are also not healthy for you. But you know what? Energy drinks at the end of the day is your choice.
Yeah, but yeah, I would say to do a balance so that you can be healthy and not over drink too much caffeine because. It can affect your mental health because like it's like an addiction, literally like a drug. So it is a drug. So just be careful with it and
don't rely on it.
Yes, that's true.
Like any drug, don't ever rely on it.
Yeah, for me, like I try not to drink it because like I get the jitters, and it's not good when I'm doing lab or stuff because I have to be holding stuff and I can't be shaking my hands and doing it. So, just be considerate and take moderate of amounts and stuff like that. But I think that's all we're going to end with on today's show. Do you have any last minute words for the audience?
Closing thoughts is just... Again, social media, sleep, they all have a connection to each other. It's all about moderation, Using too much social media is bad for you. Drinking too much caffeine is bad for you. But
a lot of stuff is bad for you.
I know. So much is so bad for you. I hate saying it that way, but it's the truth. But I feel like we're all guilty of not following those rules at all. So don't feel bad if, it's something that's going on. It's just about you being... just cautious of what you're doing. Like, yes, I'm drinking a lot of caffeine, so maybe I shouldn't drink caffeine these next 3 days to just lay off of it for a little bit. Or again, for social media, I'm on social media too much. Maybe I should just be on it for a little bit during the day, not as much, because I'm not getting any work done or something like that. So, yeah.
Yeah. I would say the same thing, but just be healthy in your stuff and
work out. Working out is good for you.
Yes.
It feels good to work out.
Find healthy alternatives and working out will help with your sleep for sure.
Absolutely.
It gives you good endorphins and it just makes you very energized and happy. So I can feel it when I work out. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and we hope you guys enjoy this show. And if you have any recommendations of certain topics, you can let us know on Instagram. And on this week, I've noticed that a lot of people answered correctly on the topic of the show. So good job. And that's all I have to say. Anyways, have a good rest of your weekend. And hopefully you guys have a nice 3-day weekend.
Yeah, take care.